Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I am going to be trying to close out March's budget. So if you are interested in seeing how I did, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got time.
All right, welcome back. So in today's video, y'all, I am going to be trying to close out my March budget. Those of you that are new to my channel, I have never really done the monthly budget because it never made sense. At least I couldn't make it make sense. I never understood how to do it, how it works. I tried trying to figure it out and I gave up. I just gave up. And I gave up in the midst of trying to do the budget, not actually, live it out. Just coming across a couple of videos, I decided I was going to give it one more try, but this time I was going to create something that I would be able to just kind of do my own thing with the same concept. And so I called myself at the beginning of March, doing an estimate of how much I thought my income would be for the month, how much I thought I was going to need throughout the month for cash envelopes, housing, utilities, miscellaneous, the whole nine. And then I wrote them in categories on this sheet, and then I used these numbers in my monthly calendar to write out my paycheck to paycheck budget. So I have 4 sheets of a bill payment calendar where each paycheck will cover certain bills. So this is the same thing as the highlighting method, where you would highlight each paycheck in a different color, and then you will highlight the bills the same color according to whichever paycheck is going to cover it. I just needed something a little bit more detailed, and so that's why I created these. And then I used these throughout the month to make sure that I was in line and in budget. When I did this sheet, it showed that I was going to be in the negative, that I needed $135.71. I needed to be able to figure out or how I can make cuts to be able to at least break even, if not having anything rolled over. Throughout the month, I've had some extra income. I've, had some things happen that I'm sure I should not be in the negative. But again, this is my first time doing it. I try my best to stick to the budget the way I did it. I use the sheets throughout the month to budget my paychecks. But you just never know. You never know how those numbers are going to add up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into closing out March budget to see how we did. So I'm going to put these sheets set aside. Girl. All right, so let's jump into our March budget. So all bills are paid for in the month of March. I'm going to be also doing a April budget, because whether I failed or not, I'm still going to keep trying this budget. I think that even if if the math ain't mathing throughout the month, I feel like it did help me. So I'm going to stick with it until I can perfect it. Officially, my month doesn't start until the 3rd, but I kind of like to just do month to month. Not according to paycheck, but it is what it is. Everything is paid for the month of March, so let's go ahead and jump into it. My no spend, I ain't do too good with no spend. I ain't do too good with no spend this month. So, but again, we're gonna do that one over too. I thought I had my no spend calendar in here. Oh, I do. So we're gonna try that one again as well. But we didn't do good with no spend, girl. We spent the hell out some money for sure on the 5th because that was my anniversary. So I did spend money there, and I didn't even like cash stuff anything for that. I just let me go swipe. But yeah. All right, let's jump into it. So for the sake of time, I did go ahead and add my totals. So I looked at my expense tracking for cash and debit card and then my bill account. So with kids, I spent $187.01. Food, let me get out my monthly so we could kind of match up some numbers. So food, I spent $462.72, which I did budget for $750 for the month. So I definitely was under there. Beauty, I spent $91.25. That came out of my sinking fund. Car maintenance, I spent $143.05. I budgeted for, as far as gas, was $120. So it seems like I went over, but I didn't because I do have a sinking fund that I pulled from when I could not, if I didn't have it in my wallet. Because the only thing that I put in my wallet as far as car maintenance or car is gas. So 143.05. So let's see, I budgeted for 120 and I spent 143.05. So $23, or basically 24, is what I ended up probably pulling out of the sinking fund. Debt, we spent $3,559.40 in debt. Debt, we was over, I think, because we assumed that we would spend $75.25. So I was thinking, let me see. So 35.59.40 minus 21.75.25. So that's saying 13.84.15 is what we went over. Now, I don't know. I think because I had got some extra income that wasn't accounted for in here, I ended up taking some of that and paying debt. So I think that's why my, excuse my voice, y'all, it's early. I think that's why my total is over. But I guess we'll see that going once we get down to the income. Business, I spent $210.34. Bills, I spent $5,447.82. So that would be so 544.72 minus, so let's see, housing minus 2192.77 minus utilities 734.14 minus what was miscellaneous subscriptions and memberships. Okay, that's bills. So 416.12 minus debt 2175.25 equals, I don't know. No, that's not debt, because debt is different. Girl, I would say so far, I don't know if it's a fail or not, because my numbers, they ain't matching up to what this is. But week over week, I was going by this, so I don't know. I'm kind of confused. See, this is what confuses me, because in bills I spent $5,400, 5447.82 to be exact. But and bills is not including debt. This is just monthly bills, utilities, and things of that nature. Let me make sure I added that right. So we have 295, 121.18, 87.23. Yep, that's right. So if I spend 5447.82, why when I add up all of these, it's not coming up the same? So minus 2197, I mean 9277 minus 734 14 634 81 71 290. So there's still like $1,400 in $1,492.98 that I don't have on here. But I keep forgetting I did have some extra income that I paid stuff with. So maybe that's what's throwing me off. Okay. But I know I did stick to the budget at hand. But of course, when I got the extra income, I paid some stuff too. Paid bills, paid debt. So maybe that's what that is. Okay, let me just keep going. All right. So anyway, miscellaneous, we spent $212.68. Medical, we spent $235.94. Household, we spent $123.02. Savings, we put up $523. Entertainment, we spent $480.33. That was part of my anniversary spending. And then King, we only spent $41.25. So those were my numbers. I'm gonna pull this sheet out because I want to go ahead and fill out my well, first let me total up my income. Oop. Girl, I'm all over the place with this. Okay, so we're gonna add up our income. So our budget goal was $8,600. Is what we budget, our goal. But when I did my monthly budget, I projected that my total income would be $8,434.95. So let's see what we got. Okay. So my total income was $11,892.21. My total expenses. So let's see what my total expenses were. So that's including bills and debt. That's everything basically. 187.01. I'm gonna add these totals. Ooh. Ooh. All right, y'all. So total income was $11,892.21. Total expenses, this is included, this is everything that I spent money on. 11,717. Let me see, 11,717. So $11,717.81. Wow. 1189. 892.21. 11,892.21. So the difference would be 174.40. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let's go over these numbers. All right, y'all. Week over week, I made sure that my paycheck budgets, I stuck to the plan. I made sure I stuck to the plan, and all of these have been paid. All right, so I stuck to the bill plan for each paycheck. I used this to help me with my cash stuffing for the weeks. And I pretty much followed it to the T, other than the extra income that I had that came in. So I had an extra income of $2,547. So that was extra. And then I had extra income of $125. So 2547 plus 125. Girl, 2547 plus 125. Okay, so $2,600, $2,672 was additional that I had that I did not expect. And that's why a lot of my numbers as far as bills and expenses and stuff is higher than what I budgeted for, because I allocated some of that money. This month so far right now with our debt snowball method, we are focusing on care credit. And we started the month, the balance on care credit was $1,100. And we did a monthly payment of $170.20. We also did an extra payment of $75, and then an extra payment of $100. So we spent $345.20 on care credit for the month, which was not budgeted for, but that was because I had, so $175 wasn't budgeted for. This $170 was budgeted for, because that's our debt snowball payment. But the $175 was not, because when I got that extra income, I did put something toward that care credit card. So okay, it makes sense. Now what I am excited about to see is that I thought we were going to end the month with a negative of $135.71, but when I got that extra income, I knew that if I just did what I was supposed to do with it, or did what would have been the best thing to do, then I would not have been in negative. And as you can see, we are not. So instead of being a negative $135.71, it ended up being $174.40. So we basically, instead of being even, we had a little left over due to the extra income that came in. So I'm satisfied, because I knew I was gonna, either break even or cut some corners to not be as much in the negative. So I feel like it worked in a sense. I think the only reason why my numbers is kind of off and weird looking is because of the extra income that came in this month. And I'm okay with that. So let's go ahead and fill out, I'm going to use this sheet here to fill out my summary sheet. All right, so I'm just gonna fold this over. All right, so income for March, we had 892.21. All right, savings. I need to go back. I should have pulled out the other one because I need my totals. All right, so savings, girl, this the wrong one. Shit. I was like, I know I didn't save that much this month. All right, we got our shit together. All right, so savings, $523, which is a big difference from last month because last month we had gotten our taxes, and so that's why that amount was so high. And then January we saved $318. Okay, so food, we spent $72, sorry. $462.72. In car maintenance, we spent $143.05, which was higher than last month. Food was lower, just getting lower. Hopefully it stay lower. Miscellaneous, $212.68. So that's lower. January we didn't do anything. Medical, $235.94. So that went up. Beauty, $91.25. So that went down. Household is $123.02. Entertainment is $480.33. My anniversary is in the month of March, so that's probably gonna always look like that in March. But usually, I don't really do anything much with that category. My daughters, so let's see, I spent $187.01. Bills was $544.782. So we actually was under what we spent on bills for here in February, which again, this number was high due to taxes. This number was a little bit higher due to extra income. So business, we spent $210.34. In debt, we spent $3,559.40. Wasn't too much of a difference, which is good because we paying off debt, baby. And then savings, again, $523. In King, we spent $41.25. All right. So here are my numbers for the month of March. Some we went down, some we went up. But I get to see, I can kind of account for why March and February and March were the way they were in certain categories. Entertainment was more because of my anniversary this month. Bills was more February and March because taxes and extra income, so I paid more. Same thing as debt. We wasn't able to save as much as we did in February because, again, that was because of taxes, but we were able to save a little bit more than what we did in January due to extra income. Yeah. So this is kind of me seeing my numbers at a glance. I like this. I'm gonna continue with this sheet. Those of you that have ordered, excuse me, my journal, you recent orders, I did go ahead and add this in there, so you should have that in there. All right, so let's go and put this in here. All right, so as far as that, my monthly, that's it. So that's how we did. We did not come in over. We were not in the negative. We actually had $174.40 left over. That will roll over to, I don't know if it'll roll over, but because I don't know what'll be done with that, but at least I wasn't in a negative going into the next month. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to pull this out of my personal and pop it into my budget. And then, so that is for the month of March. I put a note here for April because my mortgage is going up again. But, so I pulled those monthly sheets up out of my personal planner for March, and then this is going to start April. So I keep it in here because this is where I go to sometimes at a glance, but I mean, I have a financial thing in my personal too, but then once I'm done with the month, then I'll just add it here. But yeah, that's how it turned out. So would you say that my monthly budget was a fail? Would you say that it did what it was supposed to do? Give me your thoughts. I feel like it's not the typical way to close out a budget. I've watched some of the budget moms budgeting thing, and her numbers are like hitting dead on. Her rollovers are hitting, like everything is hitting dead on. So mine is a little bit different the way I normally see those type of videos. But all in all, I feel like that monthly budget helped me stay in line. Because other months I didn't have that, and the end of the months just didn't make sense. So I think it helps me week over week to make the overall monthly budget work. I think that if I would not have done that, I probably would have been still in the negative, because somewhere along the line I would have overspent something. But I knew where to cut corners in what categories just off of memorizing what my budget looked like for the month. So yeah, that's my budget, y'all. So that is it for this video. We have closed out the month of March. If you like this video, if you like my channel, if you like the way that I did this budget, let me know down in the comments. Also, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? All right, y'all. I will see you beauties in the next video. Okay, my girls. Bye.